So boom, this is interview questions for famous people we have all wanted to ask. Now, to give you a taste of what this slide's about to be about, first question, how big is it, Shaq? I mean, we've all wondered this. Like, think about it, right? Big burly dude, 7 foot tall. He's gotta be hanging past 11. Right? You're gonna mute me. That's okay. That's a good sentiment. Now, Steph Curry. These all won't be about basketball. What was it like when you got KD? Now, to explain it, right? Anybody who don't watch basketball or wasn't there for this. This was like if I don't know, if Taylor Swift, right? Her album sales had only got beaten out by Drake. And then fucking who's another popular artist? And then Olivia Rodrigo hopped on the album so she could go over Drake. That's basically what this shit was like, bro. It was like it was two of the greatest scorers, probably the greatest scorers in the league. Combining, right? Like and subscribe. And so the reason I would ask Steph Curry this, right, is like when you see people sort of like figure out that people have gotten traded to their teams and whatnot, there's always like some reaction. I don't think I've never seen his reaction. I don't know if it was recorded or whatever, right? But like this ish was crazy. When this dropped, I was like, what would I have been? I was like 9. Yo, I was 9 doing backflips out the lawn chair. Because, and mind you, at that time, my favorite player of all time, Russell Westbrook, OKC, KD played with Russell Westbrook in OKC. They had just gotten to the finals like, I think a year or 2 years prior, whatever. And then he dipped. And then there was this whole beef. This made me hate Golden State Warriors. On me. I was a hater for about 3 years. Because I was a Russell Westbrook fan. My chair is not giving out. I'm not that fat. Thank you. Morgan Freeman. Are you a vampire? / how old are you really? This motherfucker Morgan Freeman has been 75 since 1973. How long can you be old before we question if there's some fantastical mystical shit going on? Like, how long is Morgan Freeman, right, everybody's grandpa, before, right? And see, I had this thought when I was making this, he might have found a genie. Like, imagine, here, you want to know what I think will happen? In 2 or 3 years, Morgan Freeman will disappear. No words, nothing. Everybody will think that maybe he passed, or maybe he just didn't want to be on the grid no more. And then, a month later, right, some youngin' from like Brooklyn is gonna come through, just like Morgan Freeman, actor. That's where Morgan Freeman went. And I think it's sort of like he asked the genie. He got the genie. You know, the genie who came out. Never had a friend. And the genie came out and he was like, "What did you wish for?" And Morgan Freeman was like, "I wish to be forever alive, but I want it in the form of possession." So what Morgan Freeman does once he turns 300, he ages slowly, and then once he turns 300, right, his soul leaves his body, and he finds a young black up-and-coming actor to take over. Rihanna, please, Riri, come on, bro. It's been 10 years since Riri done dropped the album. Her ass made some, and I can't think of no songs. Fuck. But Riri, please, bro. I know she got the kids, and she got the kids was like, she already answered this question, not when I had asked it. She got the kids now with ASAP, and you know, maybe I should ask the question to ASAP, can you help Riri make more music? Because, like, this is what the world needs. Listen, 10 years ago would have been 2016. Potentially one of the best years of all time, 2016. Since then, since Rihanna had made music, the world has just slowly declined, right? The world is in the worst state ever right now. Except, well, actually, there's been wars, so maybe not ever. But we're in a pretty bad state together. As we are the world. And I think the problem is the fact that Rihanna stopped making music. Stay with me. Rihanna's music was so like, she was like, her career was like, and that sort of like, that took everybody by storm, and everybody was like looking at Rihanna like, oh my goodness, Rihanna, she about to be the next Michael Jackson, oh my goodness, Rihanna. And then she, poof, no more music. She was in a movie here or there, or like shit. But and so I just think if she comes back, first off, good album. Second off, world peace. I was running out of questions, and I had to throw one in here. So obviously my first thought, LeBron. And this question is really just like, imagine you're 18. The whole world knows about you, right? And you've been this big talk for this draft, right? And you've got all these higher ups, all these people in higher places worried about you. These parlays is you finna fuck over people parlays and all this. And you're only 18, right? And LeBron would say some cool shit like, nah, I wasn't even really worried. But I can guarantee you, his ass was worried. 18 getting drafted into like a huge market, and all the eyes was on him, and then he took all of that and became the greatest of all time. Little glaze right there. Has Natalie Nunn ever used her chin as a weapon? This is Natalie Nunn. If you don't know Natalie Nunn, right? Natalie Nunn, I think she was on Baddies. Then she like Baddie OG. So like she hosted Baddie. What the hell, dude? Listen, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get to it, right? Natalie Nunn fights a lot. You see it on Baddies. She fights. She be scrapping. She be arguing. She be scrapping. She be fighting. Look at how lethal her chin is. Imagine you square up with Natalie Nunn, right? I'll be Natalie Nunn. You be you. Let's say, shittings. Let's say, right? I'm Natalie Nunn. And we like this. I get you in a headlock. And then I start. And then because my chin is so sharp and large, you're done. It's over. I'm like brain damage. If I just start reverse headbutting your ass and just, boom, 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 you gonna feel the vibrations all around. And the shit gonna put a dent into your head. So I was thinking, right? Next time Natalie Nunn's watching, please don't hit me with your chin, Natalie. Please. I mean, I'm begging. Shit. Listen. If the next fight Natalie Nunn gets into, if she take a little bit of Muay Thai and get a motherfucker in a headlock, boy, it's over. It's over. Terrence Howard. Now listen. I'ma sit back down so I can calm my ass down. Now, you may know him from Empire. This motherfucker was Iron Man's best friend for a movie, and then wanted more money and got kicked out of Marvel. This was in 2008, before Marvel had even like blown up, right? And I just would like to ask him, like, does he wish he stayed as Rhodey? Or does he like that he went to Empire? Because Empire was very successful, but Empire's not Rhodey, and that may be my bias. But I mean, we got Don Cheadle, so I'm not mad, right? Because I think Don Cheadle did a much better job, and he was a much better Rhodey. But I don't know. I just kind of throw up the question, like, did Kim K help make her Fortnite skin? Now, I say this because, I'm going to say this, and this is objective, not subjective. This is objective. Kim K's Fortnite skin is the thickest Fortnite skin to ever come out. People was saying it's not a kid's game no more when her Fortnite skin had dropped. Look at anyways. So I wonder, right? Don't worry about this up here. Do not worry about this. I wonder if she helped and she designed the curves herself, right? Or if they just did that shit and she was like, oh, why is my shit so thick? Like, Kim K's Fortnite skin It's damn near the thickest shit I done ever seen. So I was just wondering, like, was she, like, imagine you're Kim K. Kim Kardashian. You don't need the Fortnite skin. You don't need it. But your manager comes to you and is like, it's probably a good idea. Do you want to help with it? And you say no. And then next time you see your Fortnite skin and it's caked up, right? What would you think? Maybe a bit strange, or maybe she was like accurate. Because to be honest, I mean, shit. Or, let's say you're Kim K. Your manager comes to you, good idea, help us with it. And you help with the Fortnite skin. And you make sure that the Fortnite skin is caked up. And in that same Fortnite skin that you made sure was caked up blows. Like this Fortnite skin's huge. Do you think I'm gonna move on. Is Kim K your type? I don't really have a type, but she's thick as fuck, so yeah. LeVar Ball, when did you decide to make your sons into NBA players? Now, LeVar Ball sort of like, LeVar Ball, you know, that might be the greatest of all time right there. Stupid. LeVar Ball, right? He had 3 children, right? And he crafted them from younglings up into 3 NBA caliber players. He went 3 for 3. And Jello doing his own thing now, still 3 for 3, right? He did this, right, purely with his own mindset and his own attitude. And you can go back, come here. You can go back, and every time somebody asks LeVar about his kids, he's spot on. He's like, Lonzo's the best right now. But Jello got the most potential because he got the most athleticism. Melo gonna be the best. He said that every time. And guess what? LaMelo Ball is the best. And I mean, the shit is just crazy. And I kind of believe him when he says there's 2 people above me and I'm both of them. Because, and mind you, he lost his foot, then grew the shit back. LeVar Ball is not human. LeVar Ball, and you know what's even crazier? LeVar Ball made his sons famous before they were like really that good. Like LeVar Ball and his family, like they was like online personnel, and then the kids, they went to high school, and then they got good, and then when they was really good, or maybe they was good before, I don't know, and they was good, and then everybody, like the Ball brothers, the Big Baller brand up 3%, and like Big Baller brand was crazy. It was moving nutty. It made me want to be Big Baller, you know? And I love my parents, but if I had to switch them out, I'm picking LeVar. And I don't think that's a crazy thing to say. See, now, this is a good one. Is the leaked video real? Now, if you didn't see the Drake leak, let me explain it to you, because I watched it potentially more than once. It was Drake on a sort of beanbag, and he was flopping the 13-incher around. The shit was crazy. The shit was nuts. And you know, the shit leaked, right? And everybody's like, oh shit, Drake leaked. It's humongous. And when you hear something like that, you gotta check if the shit really humongous. So that's why I watched it. But also, like, it's kind of hard to tell, because it's like he's sitting there and he's got his phone like this, and you know, he's doing whatever, and it's a mirror, like it's a mirror, so like it's into a mirror so you can see it back. So this could very well be fake. So if I put Drake to a lie detector test and asked him if this shit was fake, would he pass? Because I'm pretty sure he said it was real. And if it's real, all up to him, you know? Hey, all up to him, bro. If it's not real, it is the best piece of propaganda I've seen in my entire life. Because listen, I don't know if it's real, But because the consensus is that it is real, I'm gonna assume it's real, which means I assume Drake got Big Schmeat. And I don't even think, like, is that really that crazy though? Like, because hear me out, right? Drake's like, that's surprising. Drake's not the type of guy where you like, yeah, he's got a big one. Shaq is. So back to the first question, Shaq, what are we working with here? Don't sue me, please. But like you gotta think we're all interested, not interested like that. Curious. Like I don't really want to see it. I just want you to tell me, and then somebody who has seen it